Welcome back, everybody, to another FTB Infinity Evolved on Expert Mode. Last episode, as you can see, we rocked out the tree farm, finally. Got it in a decent little spot. We might move it down the road, but for right now, that is killing it for us. Beautiful. Just running off the culinary generators as well, and on that front, we have no problems whatsoever with food and culinary generation. We're up to over 10,000 gelatinous slime with another 14,000. I just upgraded that guy, and these are all using the gelatinous, so they're all producing 24 RF per tick. But we still don't really have that much power generation overall. I believe we're at, around the, with losses and with machines running and whatnot, I think we average around like 200, maybe 300 depending, but we do have a lot stockpiled up. Now, we still don't have enough stockpiled up, let me tell you. So, we currently have 6 million in here. We have another 2 million right here in the energy cell, which is quite nice. Over here, each one of these stores about 100,000 right there. And we also have our energy cells up at our passive producers, like the water wheel here. That guy's only got 150,000 right now. He's a little low, normally a million or up to a million. A little bit of 390. These windmills, while they look awesome, they really haven't done much at all for us. They're really not producing. I'm not sure if I did something wrong or what, or they're just not high enough, which is definitely the case. But as you can see, they're getting about 100 RF per tick, and not very much in there. So overall, we have about 8, maybe 9 million in capacity. All right. Now, I've had a few comments in the past, especially when I did my upgrade episode on the pulverizer, and I upgraded it to a hardened machine, and I bypassed having to make the machine frame resonant, which requires the 50 million RF. So a lot of people asked, well, why would you ever need to make it? Well, there is a reason. As you can see, all of the ender tank stuff requires one. The ender tank itself requires one. You can't make this any other way. So no matter what, you have to pump out that 50 million RF. And of course, the item that I want to make today requires one. Yes, it does. Sadly. Oh, and look at that one. Inscribers require one. That's nice of them. But I want to make the QED today. Now, what the QED is going to do for us at this point in time is it will allow us to upgrade our culinary power over yonder into better generation of culinary power. So it should help quite a bit, but it does require that machine frame, and I want to get it going right away. The rest of it, all straightforward and good to go. So I'm going to slap the button here. This guy's going to require 50 million RF. Yikes. So, yeah, we're going to be going through our power pretty quickly, and it's just going to be legging around. So, as you can see, we do have what I would consider a power issue overall. It's not a good sign, right? We're still not generating enough power for me to be happy on our tech side of things. And I mean, we're not generating enough witchery stuff. We're not generating enough blood magic. We're not generating enough Britannia. We're just not quite there on a lot of fronts. But we're getting closer and closer. So one of the first things that I want to dabble in, and that QED will help, but while that's getting going, oh, a little bit of a leggy spike there. That's fine. So one of the first things I want to do while we're getting this going is I want to look into it's actually a really good source of power. It really is. And that is the biodiesel. Biodiesel? Yeah, this stuff here. So basically, immersive engineering allows you to make biodiesel. There's 2 machines that allow you to do that, and then those can go in a diesel engine, and that will produce 4,096 RF per tick with the biodiesel, okay? Now, to make biodiesel, you can do it in a refinery, which requires plant oil. The other way, I think that's it. So plant oil, okay, and of course, it's not going to tell me how to make plant oil, is it? But I do know, because I've already looked into it, and according to the Immersive Engineering book, you can find out quite nicely that, where is it here? We need power. There we go. So the diesel generator is this guy right here. It's a huge multi-block system. We're going to need to come up with a diesel room and all that kind of stuff. So if you have any cool ideas for that, that would be awesome. And it's going to use biodiesel or fuel. Oh, fuel. Well, fuel's a little bit more limited. Biodiesel you can continually create. But maybe after time we could do both. That is a possibility. So what we need to do is we need to get our first one. Where is it? Let's look at the multi-block structures. There's a whole bunch of different engineering and generator blocks. Where is it here? I'm trying to find it. Sorry. I should have it already. It's fine. Biodiesel. Yes. The industrial squeezer is one of them. Which this guy, so plant oil is created with this guy, the industrial squeezer. So we need seeds in an industrial squeezer, create the structure, which is this guy here, a lot of light engineering blocks and these industrial squeezer blocks, which are these guys right here, pistons, green dye, some iron, and some iron mechanical components, okay? And then we also need a fermenter, which, again, not difficult, lapis instead of the green dye. So each one of those, we need 8 industrial squeezers, and it looks like we need 9 plus 9, 18, 19 light engineering blocks combined. Now, each seed is going to provide a different amount. So industrial hemp seeds are actually a really good source here. So we're going to get that going. And then ethanol is gained by fermenting sugarcane. Now, these two combined will make us the plant oil, okay? And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's the exact same. Okay. Now, sugarcane, apple, potato, melon. Okay, interesting. We might do the potato. And the reason I say that is it's going to have additional uses for us. We're going to be able to use the poisonous potatoes in here instead of the wheat, or even just the regular potatoes. Yikes, we're draining the powers. It's fine. Actually, I guess are we going to even drain that guy? We'll find out. And it's barely even gone anywhere. Apparently you need about 4 million lasers for this thing. It's fine. It just takes time. So we can use the poisonous potatoes here for a better hooch distribution, which will allow us to get more plastic, as well as some other really cool things from Ender.io. Rocket fuel is actually something that you can use in for power. Okay, so you can actually use rocket fuel. I gotta find out exactly where, but it's in the generator from Ender.io, if I'm not mistaken. This guy here, the combustion generator. So you can use that, which requires coolants and a liquid fuel. And there's other cool liquid fuels that you can do with hooch. There's something called fire water as well, which is a really awesome and funky item. So there's lots of good little things in there. Anyways, I've been babbling. I'm back from my vacation. It was fantastic. I had a blast. And I need to get to work because we need a biodiesel room. So we are back here and we're getting there. We're starting to get there. Not bad, not bad. Almost at 30 million power transferred. I've kind of been playing around with my power quite a bit. I don't know why, over here. But before I had the MV capacitors on each one of these generators, and they really weren't draining. So I decided to go with some redstone energy flux ducts here and attach it to a capacitor and then output from the capacitor. Then I did one connector and it still wasn't draining all of my stuff. So for example, if I disable that, you'll see we go into the positive on the power generation. So that's just with the basics. So we're getting about a plus 20 right now. So if each one of these are at 24, that's what, 48, and another 24 is 52, 72. Is that right? On the top and 72 on the bottom. So that tells me that that is 144 RF per tick. So if we're getting plus 20, that tells me that this one connector right here can only output 120 RF per tick. So by adding the second one, we're now obviously pulling about 120 RF per tick more out of the capacitor from two separate sides. So this is kind of a big deal because it needs to be known when you're dealing with the immersive engineering power that you are limited on these MV connectors to 120 RF per tick, give or take, maybe 124 or so. So by theory, we should have 120 RF per tick is it traveling through this line into that capacitor. And then 120 RF per tick into here. Now this is where it doesn't make any sense. So right now we're outputting at 300 and this is still at a positive. So we're getting about 350 RF per tick. So why is that power line only able to do 120 to that connector each when apparently from right here on this line we're able to pull more than that? So again, I'm a little bit confused on the whole power system on the immersive engineering side. And it's kind of leading me to multiple questions about the exact integrity or stability of it. So anyways, we'll leave it at that. That's my own little rant as we go past or almost past the 30 million mark. Anyways, so we are currently working on the industrial squeezer, right? Now this guy here requires these iron mechanical components, which really expensive, might I add. So let's take a look at all of this stuff, okay? So immersive engineering, we need 19 light engineering blocks. Those guys require those as well. So that's 38 of those, 38 with a whole bunch of iron. I realized I don't have any resources. I am pretty much out. We have 10 iron and 26 copper. Now I can make the 38 iron mechanical components, okay? So that's good. But I want to take a quick glance in that book again as to what it actually makes. Because in here, I am seeing we have the creosote oil, we have the plant oil, and we have ethanol. Okay, so ethanol should be made in a fermenter with sugarcane, melon, or potatoes. Okay, great. Easy. I don't believe there's any other way to make it. No. Okay, that's fine. Now the plant oil is made in an industrial squeezer with seeds, pumpkin seeds, and then there's the industrial hemp. And there's no other way to make it. Dang. That sucks. Okay, now the biodiesel is in the refinery, and we do need the plant oil and the ethanol to make the biodiesel. So there's no other way that we can actually pull this off. Sadly, I think I just repeated myself, but these resources are very expensive for what you get. But I need more power, and this is a way to get some more power. So we're going to start it off. 38 iron mechanicals. We're going to slap those across. That's only going to give us the light engineering blocks. Now we still need for example, for the squeezer, so we need double that. Yeah, rip iron, right? I need to go mining for days, and I am pretty much out of time at this exact moment, so I'll resume the rest of this video the next day. But I'm going to need another 4 of the iron mechanical components, along with another 4 of that. So that's another, what is that? No, I need another 8 of those. So 8 times 4 is 32. Plus another 4 of those, which is 16. That's another 48 iron. Plus the 8 pistons. So that's another 56 iron. Just to get the industrial squeezers to combat this. Okay. So we do have the light engineering blocks. That's good. Well, what this will do is it'll give me time. There we go. Now we're draining. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Let's pop that down. See where we're at. Plus 3 or 4. I mainly just want to keep these guys going. I'm sick and tired of waiting. Now, basically, what probably happened there, I'm going to just jump over for a quick sec. This capacitor's probably ran out. It has. Okay. But it is transferring all of its power over. Now, we're probably losing some of it along the way with these cables. I get that. But, yeah, still a lot of question marks here. I have a feeling if I ran like the flux ducts just straight across through midair, it would work better. Just saying. But anyways, this is running. It's going at 250 RF per tick. That's more than enough for right now. I'm going to have to jump to bed. It's already past midnight on my first night back. And I'm like, I need to go to bed at a decent time. So I'm going to jump to bed. I got to do a whole bunch of mining. We'll get all of this put together. We'll get the squeezer and this and that up and running. I also did prepare the items right here. Last piece. Beautiful. To make 2 more basic machine frames as well. So once this guy's done, we'll swap over to the basic machine frame. We'll get that guy going. And then from there, we can get the items that we need to get these farms producing. So, I'm going to jump on, I'm going to mine my way through, and we will see exactly what we end up with. So, quite a while longer later, and the next day, we do have all of the things. So, we do have our resident machine frame, so now we can look at getting our, I don't even remember what I was building, that was yesterday. We can now work on making our QED. Pretty straightforward for the rest of this stuff. The double layer capacitors take a little bit of effort, but I think I have most of that good to go anyways. So let's grab as much of that as we can. I believe it's 2 of the electron tubes. Very good, very good. So 4 of those, that's 16 nuggets. Boom, like so. The double layer requires the energetic alloy, which I should have some right here. 4 should do the job of those. And we need the redstone chipsets for the 4 of those. Very nice. So, boom, boom, basics. That's 2. Whoops. 4 more redstone chipsets. There we go. Math, please. All right. Boom and boom. So there's our 2 double layers. We need the ender infused obsidian, an eye of ender. We need another redstone chipset. Okay. All of this can be done quite easily with the stuff we have. Blaze. Boom, boom. 2 ender pearls. One of these becomes an eye of ender. Very nice. We'll put that guy there. We need 4 obsidian. I believe this is correct. Nope. It's like this. Boom. And QED. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Now, the QED also does require another block to make it work. And I hope I can make it. Yes. Okay, we can make this. A little bit more diamond and stuff like that. We need more of the ender infused obsidian, which I'm basically out of obsidian, but that's fine. I can go quickly mine some, and we can take a quick second break from this guy. So I'm going to place that guy down right there. And this is going to allow us to make so many different things. So many things. But I honestly don't remember what I was making. I better go double check my video. What was I doing again? Dang it. Dang it, man. I don't remember. It's fine. But I wanted to show you a new area that I have built. So if we head on over here, I've built a new area down this way. And as you can see, it looks gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Kind of nestles in right underneath the above platform to go upstairs. Fits perfectly. And then down below here, just like so. And there's a creeper in here. Hi. Hi. Why are you here? Please don't come again. It's probably because there's a hole there. So we did burst into the open lands, and that's fine. But I figure we will set up our farms here and here. And then maybe we'll have like the diesel room for the diesel generators just over here. And we're right underneath the other room. So pretty sweet. I like it. It looks good to me. And it's fantastic. Takes a lot of work to build this kind of stuff. Okay, let me double check what I was doing with the QED while I grab some obsidian, and yeah, that'll fix that. Yes. I remember now. We wanted to make the 8 times culinary generator to boost up our power a little bit while we also worked on the diesel stuff. So for this guy here, we needed in the QED with gold transfer nodes and the breadth first search upgrade. Okay, very good. I still haven't grabbed the obsidian yet, so I definitely have to do that. But let's look at making some of these items first. So the transfer node, I actually have a decent amount of ender pearls, and it does get us 4. So I think I'm going to go that route instead this time with an ender pearl and 2 redstone and 1 of you, right? That should, by theory, get us our transfer nodes. Beautiful. That's all 4 of them. Good. We need 4 gold and then a breadth first search upgrade. So for that, we're going to need speed upgrade and a depth first. Okay, so speed upgrade is more gold, some gold nuggets with a block of redstone. Okay. The deep is speed, redstone, etc. Okay, so we basically need some blocks of redstone. A decent amount of them. Good thing I got more redstone. Boom. Okay, let's try that for right now. We're going to need a decent amount of gold, and let's just pull out all the gold nuggets for right now. Okay, so speed upgrades, boom. 4, maybe? Maybe that's enough. I'm not sure. We'll find out. We need the deep, which is that. Good. And now we need this, which I don't have enough speed. I need another speed. Okay. Speed, another one of those. Very good. Now these are actually upgrades that you can use in your transfer nodes to increase the speed at which they work. So that is definitely a thing that you can do. All right. Okay, that's good. We'll put all that away. And we'll store. We are running out of storage space. So we don't need the depth. We need 1 breadth first. Yeah, that guy. So we'll put those guys away and the speed guys away. Okay. So I think we have absolutely everything that we need to get this recipe going. So let me just get the stuff that we need for the ender infused pylon, and then we can get this guy all done. Boom. There's our 4 transfer nodes. I accidentally put them away. And, okay, good to go. Be right back. Okay, so here is the final step. Burnt quartz, very straightforward. Just a block of quartz smelted. Nice and easy. There's our diamond etched computational matrix. Basic gates are really easy as well. Just a redstone chipset with some red pipe wire. Red pipe wire is just red dye with redstone and iron. Very quick, very fast, no big deal. And you really actually truly only need one of these. Now, obviously, it's going to go faster if you have more than one. So this is probably going to take a while. As you can see, it is taking its sweet time, but that's not too bad. We can kind of just set that and forget it, because we actually need to build 2 more culinary generators anyways, because if you recall, we only have 6 over there. So a couple furnaces, we need to get some iron gears going. We need a couple of pistons. Oh, but nice, we already have them. Sweet. I love it when that works out like that. Let's get the iron gears started to smelt. These little walkways, I tell you, are a godsend. Oh man, look at all that blood we have in there. That is beautiful, isn't it? I think so. Alright, we got that. We're getting our iron gears done. The furnaces and 4 pieces of redstone. These recipes really are not that difficult overall. Let's get a little bit of this though, and let's make this into that. Bam. Good. Let's get ourselves a few furnaces here, and we'll just compress that back down and throw it back in there before... Oh, I didn't make enough. Oh, blasted. Okay, there we go. These guys, like this. Boom. R. Boom. Done. Like a boss. Okay, 4 furnaces. Okay, I think once we have our iron gears done, we should have this all completed. Let's get that going. There's our iron. Let's get our gears. You know, some of this has me thinking, you know, the resident ender and stuff like that we've been getting in our smeltery. It might be a good idea to use a lot more smelteries, especially with, you know, the requirement for gears and some of that kind of stuff. Let's just bust those and get a few more growing. I really need to start duplicating up those ender lily seeds a little bit more too, but all in due time. Culinary generators, 2 more, just like so. Let's double check our QED. Nice, we have the transfer node done. So now we just go pick up all of our generators. Let's get our hang glider. It's the fastest way to travel, obviously. And these guys are all full of energy and gelatinous stuff, and we're just gonna wreck them. Boom and boom. Okay, good. Let's go craft them up and make the rest of our stuff. Did I get them all? I did. Okay, good. So, culinary generator times 8. Why? Oh, that's why. Because they all have different IDs. Okay, good. A culinary generator times 8. So really, that recipe is not very expensive, all things considered, for us. And now we only have to fill up one thing with power. We don't need all these other power lines, you know, kind of clogging up our system and all that kind of stuff. So we can actually remove some of these, save them, maybe use them for other things later. And then also in here, yeah, it's doing its thing. Very nice. Power level's good, because each one of these is a power multiplier of 1 times, whereas this is a power multiplier of 8 times. So at 24 RF per tick, right, 8 times 24, well, 8 times 20 is how much? I don't know. My math. What can you do? 160 RF, give or take. And then another 8 times 4 is 32. So 160 plus 32, we are actually generating 192 RF per tick from this gelatinous slime now, instead of the 24 that it's stating right there. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Now, it should also take just as long to burn through. 10 seconds or so. Still more than adequate for us to keep this guy fully stocked and ready to go, as we have like 17,000. Overall, very nice. Actually, we've kind of been converting a lot, but that's fine. We're still getting all the things. Okay, good. I haven't checked on this lately. Okay, so very nice things. Our tree farm is doing so well that I pretty much want to turn it off. That's how well it's doing. We'll put those guys away. And we have the light engineering blocks. And part of the reason that I had to stop last time was because we were out of iron and copper. Or not last time, halfway through this episode, I should say. Because we needed to get the industrial squeezer and the fermenter. Now, which one do I want to set up first? Ethanol is made with the potatoes. Let's do the potato farm. Let's do the fermenter then first. So the fermenter is lapis. We're going to need some of these iron mechanical components, which is iron and copper. Now, if I remember correctly, I need 8 of these. So we need 4 times this recipe. So we need 8 iron mechanical components. Okay. If I remember correctly, I need about a stack and 8 copper. Ah, that was close. There we go. Let's get this done. Nice and toot sweet. Good. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So there's our 8 iron mechanical components. We need lapis. That's fine. And pistons. I don't... we have a decent amount of pistons. Let's see. How many do we get here? Let's get out the lapis as well. And shazam. That gives us all 8 that we need. Beautiful. Okay. Very nice. So we now have the 19 light engineering blocks and the 8 fermenter blocks required. So what we can do is we can start working on this next step. But first, one thing that we need is we need to make another harvester from Mine Factory Reloaded. So I'm going to make this guy off camera because I've already made, you know, one for you with the tree farm there. So if you missed that, head on back. I've already prepared the machine frames as well right over here, just like so, because we're going to actually need to make 2 of these, and I'm going to make them at the same time just to save on time and resources. So I'll see you in a sec. So we are so over time right now on this episode that it's ridiculous. So what I'm thinking that we're going to do is, this is, for example, going to be the potato farm. Okay, so if we just, you know, potato farm this up, for example, just like so, no big deal. You know, we'll probably add a water source somewhere, you know, just even if we disguise it, maybe we add it into the walls or something like that. Anyways, we'll add in all of that stuff. Probably just even here. Now, I've yet to actually get my potato seeds up to the quality that they need to be. I want these to be a 10 out of 10, you know, good quality, awesome seed for our harvesting. Because you know what? What's the worst that happens? We can void out some potatoes, etc. Right? Not a huge deal. So, there we go. We got that. These will all become potatoes. And this should be more than enough, I think, as well, as long as we level them up to a 10 out of 10. I don't foresee it being a problem at all. Now, one of the best things about the Mine Factory Reloaded is exactly that. We can use the AgriCraft crops with the potatoes and the harvester. Okay? Now, I just realized that these are all 6x6. Well, I made that. Oy vey. We probably want to change that, but do I really care enough to change it? I don't know that I do at this point in time. But either way, I'm going to plant down these potatoes. We're going to work to grow them here. And I'm going to get ourselves up to the 10-10-10 yield of the potatoes. Right here will be our industrial hemp. Right beside it. And what I'm thinking we will do is we will put the one harvester like right here. That's not the right way, but that's fine. I'll just place it down anyways. And this harvester will be right here. So they will be off center, and that's pretty annoying, but they will work. So those harvesters will then distribute their products out the back side here and into our biodiesel room over here, where we can start making all of our stuff. But next episode, we will work to set up the fermenter first of all, and then also hopefully the, what's the other one? The squeezer, I think it's called. And we will kind of make this as we go here because it's going to take a little bit of time. So, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. This video has taken me like 2 nights to do, but I'm back, and I'm excited. So I hope you guys are as well. Bye-bye for now. See ya.